Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Thursday, March 23rd, 2017. The tarot card for today is the Knight of Wands. I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the energies, what's around at the moment, and how do you feel? All right, we just had the vernal equinox, the sun entered Aries, we're in the brand new astrological year, and things are all fired up. There's a lot of fiery energy around. This is a card of fire, and we are approaching the new moon in Aries. So, there is just that. I think you're just raring to go kind of feeling. How can I create my change? How can I go forward? One of the things, though, to be careful with this card is that kind of going about, I don't want to use the word recklessly, but yes, like kind of going in all different directions and not knowing exactly which way to go. So take your time with it. We always have that discussion. Take your time. But I like the fact that something, even if it's not about some major aspect of your life, has you feeling energetic today. Where you're like, I don't know, I want to say like really passionate about something. So it's propelling you to take action. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. And this is a good time for it. Mercury hasn't hit shadow yet. It will the day before the new moon. So we're a couple days away from that. It's just that kind of, and it almost feels that way too, because I could see me doing it, like wanting to rush around. What can I get done before I have to think about Mercury's involvement in my activities? Yeah. So, it's always an adventure, right? And what we're going to do. But I think in the end, it all works out the way it's supposed to anyway. It's just that being mindful of that energy and trying, don't waste your time. And I'm not saying for efforts that are futile or anything. It's just the kind of keep your head on straight kind of energy here and not be going in all different directions where your mind is scattered and your activities are scattered, that type of thing. So, you know, this card is, you kind of associate it with that saying, haste makes waste, you know? So, here again, take your time with things because it's not worth it if you've rushed around trying to do something and you've missed a very important piece of what it is you're supposed to be doing. And then come, next week and Mercury's in shadow and you're like, oh, I have to go back and do that all over again. It's like one of those feelings. That's what I get from it, is that if you take your time with something today, as opposed to trying to rush through it, trying to beat a deadline, whatever's going on in your life, you won't have regrets about it later, thinking that, okay, I should have done this and I didn't, that type of thing. So I think I'm going to kind of leave this be right here because it feels as though you have a lot to do and your focus needs to be on doing it in the proper order and, not missing anything that's important. So we'll let it go with that for today, all right? And I know I want to remind you, there is so much information right now on Patreon. We are coming into a very intense season. Not just retrograde season, but there is so much. This is one of the most powerful years that you will experience in your entire life. So be sure to check it out and, keep up with things because it is kind of that type of energy where so much is going to change before this year is over that it will leave you wondering what just happened. So I want to thank you all very much for listening. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.